Welcome. This is a quick video just to show you how to organize your data pane. This is the view that we were left with at the end of our introduction to connecting to data in Tableau. There we connected to an Excel workbook with 3 sheets. And so when I come out to the sheet view, I can see each one of those sheets and the fields associated with those. And that's great. However, it's not really very useful because I only have one field associated with both of those things. So to get a little bit easier, to organize it a little easier, I can actually create folders. So I'm going to right click, and instead of group by data source table, I want to group by folder. Select group by folder, and now those data source items went away, but I don't have any folders yet. So if I right click again and say create folder, I can just start creating all the folders that I want to. Say if I want to create one to put my hierarchy kind of fields in, I can do that. Categorical fields. And so what I want to call that, I want to call that my category. I hold down control, I get subcategory, product, and product ID, and pull those up to categorical. Say if I want one that shows my order information, I can just create another one, and it puts these fields in, these folders in, so the folders are at the top of the dimensions, and you can also do it to measures too. I just don't have anything here yet. I can create a folder down here too and just call it calculations if I wanted to. That doesn't look right. But if I want to put order information in, now I can just put order ID, order date. Maybe I want the salesperson, the ship date, ship mode, whatever I want, I can put into that field. So you can organize everything you want into different folders, and it's great. The only issue so far that I found is that I can't put any folders, subfolders in within this, but that's fine. Another way to organize your data pane would be to be able to describe to anybody coming behind you what fields people are looking at. Like this pivot field values is great. However, if I'm coming up behind myself, I don't know what this is. What pivot field values, I know because I can drag out pivot field names and pivot field values and get the information I'm looking for. That pivot field values is really all the values for these pivots, for these fields. So what I can do to make that easier, you should always make it easier for developers following your lead, is to right click on the field and go to default properties, comment. And so now I can add in and format a comment about this field. So, and I can add in what the names of them are. I want that same spacing. The only problem with this is that you have to kind of do your own formatting with that. When you tab, it just goes to the bottom. Anyway, and sales. And so I want it to kind of stand out, or to really, I can format however I want to. And so now when I hit OK, when I hover over this, now I get I get a little description. This is really cool when you have a lot of calculations, and instead of having to have somebody go into each one of those calculations, right click and see what they are, because there's no way right now to get that. It's very valuable to put your comments in. It's commenting your code, really. The only thing you need to be aware of is that when you update those calculations, you need to update your comments. So thank you very much, and I think you should code and clean your stuff like the person following behind you is some sort of crazy person that knows where you live, because we all want to follow and do the best work we can, and we shouldn't have to clean up behind each other to do that. So thank you very much.